Before we get started on the rest of these questions, I would like to, first of all, make an apology, as much as it irks the shit out of me, to a user by the name of Vittorio203. About a week ago, I sent him an email under a sock account, a Muslim sock account. My only ever sock account, by the way. I do not have thousands of sock accounts. And I said, I am going to kill the amazing atheist. In the last video I made, I said that he approved of that. That was not exactly true. He just never disapproved of it.
I want out of the YouTube day room. I want out of Jerry Springer atheism. Yeah, I recorded that 2 nights ago, the start of a 30-plus minute rant. And I took a look at it and decided I didn't want to post it. And then earlier today I tried again and made another long one, looked at that, didn't want to post that, because I was trying to sum up my issues around The Amazing Atheist, Brett Keane, Hard Case Owns You, but I realized that no matter what I said and how I said it, it would just add to the drama rather than bringing it to a close. So let's see if I can just say something fairly short and sweet for me. I've commented on, in earlier videos, I've commented tangentially on YouTube atheist drama. Like John Lennon said, one thing you can't hide is when you're crippled inside. And some people are just damaged, broken little robots, you know, spitting nuts and bolts at everyone as they go down the street, pissing oil on people. All right? And these people can do whatever they want. But please, please, the rest of you, don't idolize them for it. Unless that's what you aspire to be in your life. You know, a broken little robot limping down the street, pissing oil on people. So, Taroja, a couple of days ago you were almost in tears over Brett Keane being suspended, despite knowing, you know, everything he's done and that he's basically unredeemable, that he'll never change. And I admire that in you, but at the same time, you tried to hack my channel with some HTML code that you found lying around on, the Friendly Geeks channel? And you impersonated, were forced to admit, I assume somebody forced you to admit, that you impersonated a Muslim to post a death threat against yourself. So, I am forced to ask you, do you still want to grow up to be Brett Keane? I mean, you're almost a novelist. You really ought to give a lot more thought to subtext and character motivation. And yes, I'm being an asshole saying this, but you really ought to think long and hard about why you are so vulnerable to unreliable father figures. Because if you don't think about it, you will just start living the script and eventually not be able to stop. You already are living the script. Well, Brett Keane, of course, we all know he's only 30, so let's call him an unreliable older brother figure. And who else is an unreliable older brother figure for you right now? Taroja. I said I wasn't going to do this, but it's just too thematically perfect, too beautifully circular. I must play a little clip of the last time you had to tearfully defend Brett Keane back in January.
It wasn't like he was, advocating that all Bibles be destroyed or some shit. All he was doing was burning one in symbolic protest, and you guys turn it into some fucking hate crime or something. So I stand with you, Brett, and I encourage anyone watching this video to post supportive videos for Brett, and just and if you're subscribed to Hard Case Owns, unsubscribe. I am as soon as I post this, because it's just as revolting to me. I don't think I could despise a human being more right now. I don't know. I mean, unless he does something to make amends or show some sign.
I so want to play this whole stack of clips, but I'm not going to. I would just ask you, and anyone who knows anything about this drama, to ask yourself, who is the most changeable conspiracy theorist within the YouTube atheist community right now? Who always seems to be front and center in every ridiculous, melodramatic crisis? Who can be counted on to support one side and then suddenly the other? Completely sincerely, I'm sure. See, the irony of this whole thing is that I never left a single comment on a Brett Keane video. He was like the first or second YouTube atheist I discovered, and I very quickly pegged him for what he was, a crank. A guy playing out a repetitive script in his head, based on a lifetime of damage. Sympathy is warranted, but not respect. And I so want to take this further, but I'm not going to. I am not going to. No, this is not Fake Sagan 2 that I've promised in previous videos. That is about a third done. And the more I work on it, the less I want to post it. I will finish it because it's interesting to me. It's a very interesting character study. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ignore The Amazing Atheist and Fake Sagan as much as they'll let me. And I'm going to go back to doing the vlog subjects that interest me and interacting with the YouTubers who I want to interact with, and getting my real life work done. And in my spare time, I'll keep tinkering with fake Sagan too. And then we'll see.